Hey everybody, here at Project Nerd, Planet Comicon 2019. This is Mia. Please introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Missy Mayhem. I'm a cosplayer. I'm in the wrestling community, and I used to be a magician's assistant. I do a lot of things for a living. We have a lot to talk about.
All right. Let's start backwards. Did you say you're a wrestler? Or you're in the wrestling community?
Right. So I went to start training, and I've worked with people like Teddy Long. He was training me on promos and stuff like that. And I've worked with like Scott Hall. We did like a signing together because like I'm big in the cosplay community. Yeah. He's big in the wrestling. So we did a signing together at like the local comic book shop in Georgia.
That is amazing.
It was fun. He is so nice.
Is he?
Yeah.
Aw. My heart. Okay, and you were a magician's assistant?
Right. So that's actually how I met my fiance, who is a magician.
Okay. Sorry. Please continue.
The life I live. We met, and he was like, hey, I need an assistant. And I was like, I'm doing things. Why not? Like, my life is like, why not? And then I jump into life like head first. And that's how I met him, and now we love each other. Now we have matching tattoos, actually.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
I'm like carny people, man. I am a carny.
Oh, that is amazing, and my heart is so warm hearing that. Like, how did you become, like, if I were ever to become a magician's assistant, I would literally fall into it because I'm so clumsy.
That's how it is.
Is that how that happens?
No one really like goes into it like, I'm going to be a magician's assistant, you know? They just kind of like find it. Like they're normally like dancers or actors or something along those lines.
Yeah.
You have an eclectic kind of like lifestyle, and then you meet a magician and they need a small person to fit in a box.
I can fit in a dryer.
Oh, yeah?
But I don't think I can fit in a box.
You're perfect. No. You're perfect already.
Am I?
Yeah. Can you put your legs above your head, like behind?
No.
Oh, well. That's a prerequisite.
All right. Well, I guess that'll be something I have to work on then. For reasons. All the reasons. for magician reasons, guys. For magician reasons.
Dirty people.
So you are cosplaying as Goku today, yes?
Yes, I am dead Goku, or Angel Goku is kind of like a nicer way to say dead.
Yes. That's adorable. Did you make it all yourself, or like? I
did. The first time I made Goku, I made like his battle worn from the Frieza saga.
Yeah.
So that one I made because I made it in like a week, and I made the pants from scratch. But this one, I was like, I don't want to make pants. That's not fun.
No.
So I bought scrubs, and I sewed the little sleeves on. Like, I made the sleeves, and I sewed them on because I wanted this fabric. And I did the wings out of, like, Party City wings. I bought the big deluxe ones. I plucked all the feathers off, and then I glued them back on the way I wanted them because they were really ugly before.
Oh, well, they look super cute now.
Thank you. The wig is made out of, like, just one wig. And I basically cut the hair, and then I glued it back on top. So it's a lot of hair to work with. And then
just
did spikes, you know.
Spike mode activated.
Like 10-year-old boys activated. Like got that.
Yes. Certainly 10-year-old boy. How old are you?
I'm like 25.
25. Okay, I'm 28.
I'm like 25.
Like 10-year-old boys from when we were growing up. They like, not that we knew how to do our own hair, but they just come to school. Just It was everywhere. It was awful. And then there was the Justin Timberlake phase, and
like the ramen noodle hair.
Yes, and the Eminem phase where it was just like.
My favorite was the rat tail, though. I love rat tails.
My cousins had that
in a like a hate love, like love hate.
Yeah,
I'm like a rat tail, so rare.
It is at this point. It's such a. It's like a rare Pokemon.
It's true.
A shiny Pokemon.
It's a shiny.
Yes.
You're welcome. I'll be here all night.
Great. That's what now if I ever see anybody that does have a rat tail, I'm just going to be like, shiny Pokemon.
Oh, shiny, must capture.
And then just put my hand on their head.
With my friend, I have this like hair clip extension, and I'll like clip it to his head, and he'll walk around like that. And like, thank you, you're giving me life.
Oh my God.
It's so like gross, and people will double take him. Like when he walks by, they'll be.
Oh no.
It's hilarious.
They don't know how to handle it.
But, no.
But also,
and
your
it
poor
doesn't
friend.
match his hair. That's why it's so like. I'm like dying just thinking about it right now. It's nasty. Like it's gross.
I need to see a picture of this when we're done here.
We have
because do you have pictures?
Picture it didn't happen, so I document.
Okay.
Everything.
Okay. She is ready. She's so ready. So how long have you been cosplaying?
Over 10 years. So I started when I was like 13.
Okay.
And my first cosplay was terrible. People coming out with cosplays now, they are like so good.
They're A++.
There was like no tutorials available, and all the wigs were like $40 and not like well made. And Amazon wasn't as popular, and you couldn't buy the printed bodysuits or anything or patterns that are specific to cosplay. Or like, it was a hard time, okay, man? Prehistoric ages.
Oh, God.
And it was bad. This is like war stories.
It is.
I have PTSD from my own cosplay career.
No. Okay. So we'll switch from that. What made you want to cosplay? What was your first cosplay?
My first cosplay. Oh, I knew this would come up. This is the part where I'm like, ew.
Oh no.
So my first cosplay was Chi from Chobits. If anyone like, that's like anime like past.
Yes.
It's classic.
That is the
It was
alum.
Chi from Chobits, but it was this little part in the manga where he finds her naked and he's like, you need to not be naked. So he gives her his clothes. So I borrowed my brother's clothes and I had long hair, but my hair was brown.
Okay.
And I made the ears out of duct tape and a headband. And I went and no one took my picture at this con. And that was fine. I was like the happiest little 13-year-old ever.
Yes.
My first time at a con wearing a cosplay. And one person was like, is that Chi from Chobits? And I like, yes,
you got all happy about
it. And that's my first experience. It was so like, I was gross.
That is adorable and super endearing. So for my experience, I did a first cosplay where I worked at a con, and then I did a first cosplay before I did that. My first cosplay, just attending a con, was Atana, and my ex and I went to Wizard World St. Louis. We went to that con, and not too far from their convention center, there is a store, like a costume store, magic store, or something like that. I marched my happy behind right in there, and I was like, all right, I need this. I found it all. I got it. I went and changed, and I walked the floor, and then I got my first modeling proposition.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, okay. That's a better start than a 13-year-old.
No, yours is way more endearing.
Together.
Yours is way more endearing.
Gosh.
I'd want yours any day. Like I did make some good friends because the photographer was the very first photographer I ever worked with. He and his wife are phenomenal. We're still friends. But even then, there was a part of me that wishes I would have had the tears of trying to put a cosplay together without the tutorials that we have now.
It's taking me way too long to get to the skill level that I am. Like, I'm like, over 10 years, but there are like 1 year, 2 year cosplayers who are like making badass armors with their lights and their giant foam feathers. And I'm like, oh, I see how it is. Why you got to do me like that, bro? I won't take it personal.
Fine, then.
It'd be like
great.
that.
Gosh.
But like everyone is so good at cosplay now, and I'm like, how did it take me 10 years to get here?
And now it's actually like superseding cons. Cosplay is because there are some cosplay photo shoots that come across like my news feeds, and I'm just like
how there's so much production put into it.
Yes, that
big effort.
Definitely can't happen while you're in a con or attending one. And
no,
man, there are some model photog relationships that are just gold.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite photographer that you work with?
I work with Peter Ortega. He is pro photography, and I met him like at my first con because he was staff.
Oh, okay.
And he's like snapping pictures of us because we're happy kids in costumes, you know.
Yeah.
And then when we start growing up, and it's like, hey, I've seen you before. And then it took like until I was 15 to be like, let's do a shoot.
Yeah.
And then, waivers and stuff. Like, he's really good. He's proper about that stuff. And then, like, we just grew together in our own community. And he's been there just as long as I have.
Wow.
I moved away from Texas. So, like...
Is that where you started in Texas?
Yes.
I live in Texas.
I lived... Oh, do you? I lived in South Texas. So, like, Corpus Christi.
Okay.
So
I live about an hour north of Austin. Like, Temple?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yay, we know where things are.
We do. Like,
Mentioning
I know what
Corpus
you're talking
Christi,
about.
no one knows what it is when I'm anywhere else besides Texas. And even in Texas, they're like,
okay,
Salinas?
but where? That's funny.
Salinas? Whataburger?
So if you don't live in Texas, so you got out of Texas and then what?
Right. Oh, what?
You got out of Texas and then what?
I moved to Georgia to do that wrestling thing.
Oh, wow. And how is that working for you now?
I was training and I hurt my neck, and my neck is still injured, but I'm at least in the gym right now.
Okay.
So that's a good sign.
Yes.
But it's been like 6 months, so I'm getting a little worried about my recovery.
Oh, no. Yeah. Well, we're all going to pray for a good recovery for her, aren't we? Yes. Because I want you to be able to go back and do what you love. There is nothing like living in your passion and then all of a sudden it comes...
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to put all of the good feelings, the good vibes out into the universe for you because I want to see you get back into it.
My heart.
Yes. Yes. All right, everybody. We are going to let this go. Missy?
What
Mia?
am I supposed to say?
Oh, let them know where they can find you.
Oh, that's a good point. Let me bring it up. All right. I wish I could rap, but
that would be cool.
You can find me easily at cultofmayhem.com, or all of my social media is at Cult of Mayhem, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Patreon, everything.
All of it.
DeviantArt. Who does that anymore? I do.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you came to join us.
Thank you for having me. You're so nice.
Of course. Bye, guys.
Bye.